people, welcome back to my channel. My name is Martha. So today I just want to give you an update on how far I have gone with the fish. If you don't know yet, I recently restocked with new fish in this tank over here. There's a video that I made previously where I told you that this tank was not in use, and now I'd like to let you know that this tank is in use. I put some fish there, and the middle tank, I basically still have two tanks because the third one, which is now that one at the very end, had the older ones, the much bigger fish, which I have really sold off. They're just like 4 left, of which I'm going to eat them. I've recently been having a spike in ammonia. How I got to know that there's a rise in ammonia, the fish, the behavior of the fish started changing in terms of their eating. They weren't really consuming as much food as I used to give them before. They would just leave it on top, and also they weren't as vigorous. They would just have that behavior for a short while, then they stop. All of a sudden I just find all the food on top remaining for like hours and hours, which also became an issue when ammonia is rising. Now the feed that you leave inside the tanks, when it sinks, it also just ends up increasing the ammonia levels. Now at that point I didn't know, so I just leave it and be like, they'll eat later on. But soon I got to realize that that feed also increases. So what I did, I'll just remove the feed. Now I also got to realize that I was giving them a lot more feed than the system could handle. Please get the difference. The amount of feed that the fish could handle and the amount of feed that the system could handle. I think there's a difference according to me. Because as I was giving the fish that feed, I would give them until I see that, okay, they are done, they are now done, we don't want to eat them. But I then got to realize that was a lot of feed for the system to handle. It could not filter out all that ammonia. So I had to almost half the amount of feed that I was giving them. This was at the point when they have not yet started. Is it gasping on top of the surface? Because that's also another way that you can know. Thankfully, they didn't get to that point. But one way that I then started resolving the issue of the ammonia spike was changing the water. I did not really tamper with these tanks, the 2 tanks. I just tampered with the sump tank. I didn't want to change the water in the tank as well, because I figured changing the environment all of a sudden for the fish might not be a good idea. So I decided to remove all the water in the sump tank. Then I refilled it, and I was doing that every like 2 days. But I'm trying to see to it that I reduce the levels of ammonia through the amount of feed that I give them. So I have to give them, let's say, midway, a point whereby it's just enough for the fish and enough for the system to also work on. Let's test the ammonia and you see how I do it and what it turns out. Please don't be shocked, the levels are already high, I told you. But one thing I know, whenever you have such issues in the system, just remember not to panic. Don't freak out. You just know that it's all going to be well. It will work out somehow. As long as the fish are not dying, they are feeding, don't panic. Start resolving the issue slowly by slowly, and yeah, all will be well. So I'm not panicking, but at the moment I know that there's a lot of ammonia, which I'm going to show you shortly. Anyway, that's just a stand. I just put the dust there for you to think that I've not used it in a long time, but I have. I've used it recently. Anyway, so I showed you this kit in a video before. It's the one that I use. It measures 8. So I showed you this kit recently. It's the one that I use. It measures ammonia, nitrite, pH levels, high range pH. So we're going to do it together and you see how my system is at the moment. But don't be shocked with the results, okay? I've already warned you, the ammonia levels are high. I am working on them, so don't be shocked. I don't really have a table, so I'm going to use this block here, which I stand on. I have 2 test tubes left. I'm going to get a sample up to this line over here from the fish tank such that we measure the level of ammonia in the fish tank. So it's right about there. I've just got this water from the fish tank, a sample. The line is already drawn there for us, so we don't get confused, okay? I will put it in here. I hope you can follow, such that I don't break it. Now let's look for the bottle of ammonia. It is which one? There are two. And the instructions are also given on the bottles, so you really cannot get lost. This is the second bottle. We are going to start with bottle 1, which is this one, and they say we add 8 drops. But first of all, we have to shake it. Shake, 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 shake. And then to open it, it has some seal, so I can't do it while holding the camera. So let me first put you down and open it. So I'm adding 8 drops of this bottle as well. I've added this one already. I'm going to show you the results afterwards. Now, following the same process, I'm going to get water from the sump tank, and I'm going to measure the level of nitrate in the system, such that you can know this is nitrate. I need nitrate. What the plants take up, yes. So let me use this. Oh my god, it's already changing. It's scary. But let me get from the sump tank. I'm still going to follow the same procedure. I'm going to get water up to here, and then I'll be putting in those drops. Let's see how many they require. They shall require, this is bottle 1, and shall need 10 drops of the first solution, and the second solution shall also need 10 drops, sorry. So I've waited about 5 minutes now, and this is the chart that we are going to be using to check at what point, what level is the ammonia and the nitrate. The nitrate water I got from the sump tank. That means it was already, the water that moved to the grow beds was already changed to nitrate and nitrite, and then the plant consumed some of it. So I want to know how much nitrate is left that I am instead putting into the fish tank. Now let's see. I don't know how to hold it, how I'll hold it and show you. So what I'm going to do, since I can't hold both, I'm going to just take pictures. Just before showing you the pictures, I forgot to let you know that I wanted to test the nitrate to find out if I still have any bacteria in the system, and if so, why aren't they doing their job, which led me to test the pH, and I found was very low. Our results. So previously when I tested, this is the level of ammonia that I had. So I decided to start changing the water and reduce the feed that I was giving them, and this was the nitrate level, which was also high, so I increased the number of plants in the system. However, when I tested this time round, this was the level of ammonia that I had, and this here was the level of nitrate that I had in the system, which was alarming. So I tested the pH, which I found to be very low, that is acidic, so it affected the bacteria, hence they weren't able to do their job. Anyways friends, let me not pack you with so many things in just one video, so I'll be telling you more on how I'm handling this situation in other videos, but for now let me show you the rest of the system. So let me also show you how the fish look like now, the young ones. I recently restocked with these. If you didn't see the video, you go and look out for it. I hope you guys will be able to see through this camera, though you might be seeing a reflection, but I think you can still see something. They have disappeared. They are seeing the camera and disappearing. But anyway, this is what I have now. I think you can see that one over there. And then we can go to the grow beds and you have a look. We just had some strong wind which blew these. This is an overgrown celery. I decided to let them grow and see how far can they go and how do their seeds look like. I've not seen them yet. I'm yet to find out. As of now, I'm just seeing their flowers which look like this, but I've not yet seen where their seeds are, but it's just overgrown for sure or mature. I also have some spinach, This is generally a bush of greens. I have some spring onions over here which we keep removing, and they regrow, we remove. And then I recently added some mint, so we have this as well. I added mint in here as well. I transplanted a tomato over here and more mint. I generally put a lot of mint because I was trying to find ways in which I could add plants to remove the nitrate. And by the way, the last time I filmed, this grow bed was not functioning. Well, I'm here to tell you we have worked on it. I put this as a cover. I did not have any other. It was often blown away by wind, so I decided to add in these stones. And then I put some tomatoes over here. This is where the water was coming in from. Oh, the rate has reduced. I'm going to increase it, but I put some tomatoes and I'm going to be planting more. And there are some more tomatoes over here in the second grow bed. I want to put some strings on them such that they can like grow upwards, but the plants are quite many. They are together. Let me count for you. There is this one, there is this one, there is this one. These are two different plants. There is this one, there is this one. There are like 4 over, actually there are 5 over here. There are more that side. Generally tomatoes, and these ones in Uganda we just call them dodo, and this one is called in Uganda it's called buga buga. Yes, it's called buga buga. It's as though they're greens. Generally they are greens. And then back to the first grow bed, I also added some more tomatoes over here. This one just needs a string. I want to put a string on it such that it hangs up, and I'm having some fruits coming up. We actually harvested one today. I removed it already. The other fruit is inside here. I hope nothing bites me. Where is it? The other one is inside here. So that is it with the grow beds. That's where they are. They are very young. There's some young tomatoes in there, many of them, and this one has just come up again, and then some overgrown plants over here. So that is it with the system right now. That's where I'm at. That's how it's looking. If you have any question, feel free to ask in the comment section. I shall answer it as soon as I see it. And thank you so much for all of you who come out to participate in my comment section. I'm so grateful for all of you that have subscribed. I am so grateful to each one of you. I do notice you, I do see you, and I have changed the name of the channel. The channel is now called Chronicles of my Aquaponics, to just mean events that are happening in my aquaponics system. And as I put these things out there, I hope that it can help someone out there who is just starting as well. So you can go ahead and subscribe if you have not yet subscribed. Feel free to share the channel with anyone that you think might be interested in aquaponics, and also like, comment, subscribe if you have not yet. That is it for today. I'll be coming back again. You'll be seeing my face again soon. So see you later. Bye.